Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Terraria video. Jumping straight into it this time because, as we saw at the beginning of the last episode, the goblin army is getting ready to appear. So that will be happening probably any second now, unless I canceled it by leaving the world as it loaded. I can't remember exactly how events work. But hopefully it's not cancelled because that is an event that we want to happen. The main two things that are going to be happening this episode is creating some more NPC housing and wrapping up the town here, as well as maybe trying to expand with an outpost in probably either the desert or the ice biomes, one of the ones off to the side. That way we can start setting up a pylon network. The goblin army has arrived, so I'll be trying to do this event. Which probably the best thing to do here is block off these doors. We're about a quarter of the way through this event, which means that we're doing pretty good. No deaths so far, which is definitely good because this is one of the events that I'm not normally as good at. But it seems to be going fine so far. Let's see, does this pierce at all? No. Definitely don't want that then. It's very hard to do this event without a piercing weapon. Or any event for that matter, but so once we do that, we're going to put the finishing touches on the other houses. Probably will not time-lapse them this time, just because this episode is going to be a little bit shorter anyhow, since those are the only two things that I'm trying to focus on. That way I can just kind of talk through the buildings and talk through some of our plans for afterwards without having to worry about it quite so much. Health seems like it's still doing... Oh, I say that, and then I got hit again. The archers are the worst part of this event, by far. Because it always feels like they come out of nowhere to attack. Also, it is obviously in the Halloween season now, so we will be getting some of these goodie bags. Pretty sure the only stuff in them is really like some vanity sets and whatnot, and I don't particularly like any of the vanity sets that come from them, so not that useful, but can be a little bit useful anyhow. I'm gonna wait here until I can use another healing potion. There we go. Get a bit of health back at least. I do really like this weapon. I feel like it's almost kind of overpowered for when you can get it. Just having a weapon that can go completely through blocks right away is pretty wild. But it is still, relatively low damage, so it's not too bad. Let's see. Almost done with the event. So as soon as we do this, we'll go looking for the Goblin Tinker. Because obviously that's the main reason for doing this event. And there we go. Goblin army defeated. Get the last few goblins, and we're done. Did also get the plasma rod, which I've never found to be a good weapon, but definitely looks really cool. And then a goodie bag with the witch vanity set. So we'll take that and deposit all and see if we can go find the goblin tinker. If I have some hunter potions, I will use them, which I do. And then at some point I'll come back and fix the house here. But for the time being, go and see if we can find this goblin. Hopefully, is that a spider cave right there? I probably commented on this last time, but it is. Nice. We'll go through that. Get some cobwebs. Can never have too many cobwebs. Silk can be very useful for a variety of things. And there's the goblin. Nice. It's the easiest. We'll just go straight over here. Looked like there was a life crystal there too. Hopefully I have a room for him to move to, because I don't have the gold on me, and I don't want to come back down into the cave. There's the life crystal. Here's the goblin. Do I have a room? Yeah, I have rooms. Okay. We're good then. We'll recall. He will not be back in that room until nighttime when he teleports up. Use a life crystal. Hop up here to deposit all. And then grab the stuff to repair this house. With some wood. And a couple of doors. And then this is the house that we were working on last episode. Obviously I need to finish out this roof. And then probably leave it at just the 2 houses here for now. And then expand. I'm thinking maybe the desert makes the most sense. The ice biome is also very useful, but I'm thinking the desert is probably the area of first importance. So I'm going to craft up these walls. Also going to grab my hammer, just a copper hammer, and fill in the rest of this house. So, where are we at? For the next episode, what I'm hoping to take on is Crabulon, Eater of Worlds, and the Hive Mind. Pretty confident I can get through these. May not be able to get to the Hive Mind all 3 in one episode. After that, I will go back to do Giant Clam, the Acid Rain, and the Old One's Army event. I also haven't had a Blood Moon yet, which is just kind of interesting. A Blood Moon is useful at this stage. Obviously it gives blood orbs for potions after I get the alchemy table. But it also gives the shark tooth necklace, which would be a pretty helpful accessory, as well as the money trowel, which is kind of just useful throughout the entire game until you can get a void bag, pretty much. So what I'm doing here is just smoothing out this roof a bit. making it look a little bit nicer. And then we need to figure out how to kind of tidy these up a bit, make them look more like houses and less like just wooden blocks. So all of my NPCs are glowing green because of the hunter potion, which is only in effect for about 30 more seconds. So I could turn it off now, but I'll just let it run out instead. Not a terrible roof design. Probably not the best roof design that I've ever done, but not terrible. Okay, it's nighttime now, which means as soon as I move away from this house, the goblin will teleport up into it, which is exactly what we wanted. Oh, well, I guess he teleported over there. It was an empty room. That works too. So now I go through here. Oh yeah, I also need to zombie-proof the doors on this house. Forgot about that. Alright. Well, that's the roof of that one done. I want to deposit the wood, turn it back into wood. And then grab the platforms here so that I can zombie-proof the house over here. I still love that this is just a super simple trick, but at this point it's a feature, it's not a bug, so it works. One-way doors. Okay, so I need, how much gold is it again? Like 5, 10, so like 15 gold to buy those two things. Don't know if I have that or not. I do. Perfect. So that's 15 gold coin, which will allow me to purchase a pair of rocket boots and a tinkerer's workshop, which is exactly what I'm wanting. The rocket boots I know can combine with my Dune Rider boots to make these Spectre boots. Doesn't look like I have an Anklet of the Wind yet, so, which isn't surprising. I don't think I've even made it to the jungle yet, have I? I have not. Haven't made it very far. I'll have to do that. Maybe I'll do that next episode before I start fighting stuff. Then the other stuff we could combine. We could make a magoluminescence. We already have a radar. We're not doing rogue currently, so we don't need a coin of deceit. And then no need for anything else. Take the ocean crest off. Our band of regen. We don't have a band of star power yet, so we can't make a mana regen band, and we're not doing mage currently anyhow. That doesn't combine to anything. That is way later in the game. And we don't have the balloon or lucky horseshoe yet for the sandstorm in a balloon, which is a shame because the bundle of balloons is great, but we do have to defeat Hive Mind before we're able to get that. So for right now, this is the only thing that we can upgrade. We will have to be careful because I don't have anything that can stop fall resistance, or can stop fall damage. So I got the I got the snow there so that we could grow shiver thorns, but then I'm pretty sure all of my shiver thorns got destroyed, so it wasn't very helpful. So now that means that both of these houses are sketched out, which means that I want to come in and actually decorate them a little bit. So with this one, I'm going to stick with the gray flooring on these 2 layers. Probably, honestly, match the decoration a little bit over here. So gray flooring on those as well. I want a roof of some sort, but I don't know what yet. So I'm going to leave the roof alone for now. And then this I'm going to turn into an actual tower look with some form of stone or stone brick. With a little wooden cabin on top. Eventually, I would like this cabin to be rich mahogany. I think it would make a nice look and contrast a little bit with the wood, but I don't have any rich mahogany because I haven't been to the jungle. I also have a lot of navy stone, so I may make this into a navy stone tower, but we'll see. I may save the navy stone for something else. As far as regular stone, do I not have any? I don't have any. Great. The ebonstone can turn into ebonstone brick, which is not bad. I can make snow brick. I can make thin ice. Oh, I have a grave in there for graveyard biome. Navy stone, demonite brick, wolfram plating, let's see. I honestly just need stone. So I think the easiest way to do that currently is going to be to take a bunch of bombs. Sticky bombs are easiest, so I'll make a bunch of sticky bombs and just go blow up some stone. So if I get down here, I should be able to blow up an area. Probably maybe this chunk right here. We'll see. So I do have, and I use fairly often, the insta houses from the Fargo's mutant mod, but for this series I want to have some spots like this where I'm kind of just focused on building and, you know, not necessarily full efficiency the whole time, which means that I'm probably going to be focusing more on building by hand. So I'm not going to really be using the insta houses, except for maybe they make really good cave houses from what I've found, and you can kind of redecorate them to your liking. And obviously if I need just like a quick house somewhere just for an NPC to sell something in particular, I know with one of the mods, I can't remember actually which mod it is that does it, the wizard actually sells the Rod of Discord if, where was that? Oh, it was a pressure plate. Thank you. The wizard actually sells the Rod of Discord if he's in the sand, or hollow biome. So stuff like that I may be willing to put down in Insta House, just so that we can, you know, get that particular item without having to create an entire outpost base there. Unless it's somewhere that I'm planning to build an outpost base anyhow, in which case I would just build the outpost base. Granite would not be bad. I didn't think about that. Is there a granite biome? There's got to be a granite biome near here. That's the only place that those things can spawn, right? Oh yeah, it's right there. I've been in it. Okay. Well, I think for right now the focus is still going to be on stone. But good to know. That's the acid rain. The acid rain I definitely need to do at some point. Here's multiple good things that I can get from it. But it'll probably be a little bit later. As you can probably tell by now, I don't particularly always go exactly in order of how the boss list says that I should. I also need to expand magic storage at some point, because as you can see we only have space for 7 items left. But I don't have enough tungsten and silver. Unless I have ore that I haven't crafted yet. Yeah, not much. So I can't make any more storage compartments currently. Not like that, at least. Okay, let's go back and see what bricks we can make now. Tungsten, topaz, tin plating, tin brick. Obviously the stone. Iron brick, lead brick, tropic sand. That was already there, I think. You have copper brick and copper plating. We have some statues and whatnot that we can make now. And then all the inside decorations. And then the bars. Let's go ahead and make the bars, because there's no reason not to make them. And then probably just gray brick. Kind of keep it simple with this one. So I'll craft max stack of that. And then go in and put it along the floor here. Just kind of filling this in, giving it a little bit more character along there. I have it in one spot there, so I need it in one spot there. So that's the floor there. Go over here, do the same thing. So I want to keep these two as consistent as possible. Which means that I need to try as best I can to match the decoration that I do for each of them. Also, that was probably the shortest acid rain I've seen. I know normally they're pretty short, because I think if you don't travel to them, or if you don't engage with them for a bit, then they despawn. But normally it's raining for a while after one. You can also take out that slime. I don't think I'm going to do the flooring on the roof. That's in the same spot. So, the actual roof I want to be green. I don't know that I have anything green yet, but I do want it to be green. I guess I could try to make it out of cactus. How good is cactus as a building block? Let's give it a shot. I've never actually tried to use that before. I feel like the texture is going to make it not look good, but everything is worth a shot. Yeah, it's like a weird texture on that. I don't love it. So I will replace that. Nope. Oh, great day. Of course, I immediately managed to make an issue with my roof. Need to grab my hammer back to fix this little problem. There we go, perfect. I do want a green roof, but not that type of green. What other green stuff do I have? Pretty much nothing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have nothing. I could do leaves, but again, the texture just makes them look kind of odd. Did I put my living wood? No. Okay. So I don't want to do just straight up leaves. I don't know what green things there are, though. I think I have a painter, so let's see if I can't get some green paint from him. And see if anything I have painted green looks any good. I need all of that and green paint. Probably don't need that much green paint. Let's see, I'm gonna try wood. I'm gonna try living wood. I'm gonna try sandstone. I'll try sunplate, just because that could be interesting. And I'll try... Yeah, I might leave it at that and just try those and see. Oh, I could try some slime block. Let's give these a shot and see if any of these work. First things first, I just want painted wood. I'm gonna go outside here and do it up at the top of the roof. So I think that'll make the most sense. It's very green. Okay, what about living wood? Wait, did it keep the green paint on it? No. Okay, I didn't think so. So now I paint this green. That looks a little bit better. It's not as vividly green. Slime block I already know is going to be so bright green. But we'll try it. I also don't know that I love the texture of slime for a roof. And yeah, it's like neon green. Great. What about sunplate? Probably need to figure out how to get a darker green paint is what I need, but okay, you know, I kind of like that. If it were a little bit darker, which I can make deep green paint, but I feel like that was just... I feel like that just makes it more green, not darker green, right? Am I wrong about that? Let's try. What is it? What is it considered? Miscellaneous? Do I have a dye vat? That's important. I do not. I need more gold for one. This is what my building process is like. A whole lot of trial and error. But once I get it built, then, or once I know what I'm doing, then I can get it built in pretty much no time. Okay, so there's our deep green paint. Yeah, it's like the same. There's not like a darker green, because the other one is lime. Blue paint, all the deep paints. And then there were a couple coatings, but I think anything else has to be sold by the painter at different points. Okay, well, for the time being, we're going to go with template, because it just makes the most sense to me. So we will go ahead and fully put this on the roof. Alright, and then paint it all. Not a terrible look, all things considered. Definitely brighter than I want it to be. But until we have something better, that'll certainly do. Alright. And then we're going to actually get that stone brick again. What's it? Gray. There we go. Gray brick wall. Craft a whole bunch of it. Because the other thing we want to do is break up the wall texture here by lining the bottom of the walls with the stone wall. Just helps it flow a tiny bit better. Look a little bit more like an actual house with a foundation rather than, you know, whatever this is. Just a wooden box. Just drag that all the way along each row. Perfect. Obviously that roof will have to change too. But alright. Then we need, I think I am gonna go for the navy stone actually. Or granite. Navy stone or granite. Which looks better? So that's navy stone. That's granite. Honestly, I kind of think navy stone for this one, but the granite looks really good, so I want to use it for something. Maybe not in this house, but later on. Oh, that one doesn't need to be navy stone. And then up this side, all the way to the top. I think I am actually gonna kind of do that, let it blend a little bit. And then same thing here. Just let these tower sides go into the wood a little bit. That looks a little bit better. The walls being the same there is a bit interesting. What could we do about that? Gray brick wall. Maybe just pull this all the way up the tower here. And then line this room with them as well. Certainly is looking better than the wood did. And then let's see if we can't get maybe, I think I saw an iron fence, a wrought iron fence, perfect. Maybe just a little bit of that, put like there. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Like a little window, tower window. Alright. Not bad. So we have both of these houses somewhat complete. Obviously I need to fix the roof on that one. And then later on, I'm going to switch out the wood on the top of this one. So let's go over to the desert. I already kind of know the style that I want to go for there. So I need a ton of sandstone brick, a lot of smooth sandstone, and then actually my leaf wand with a bunch of wood and my paintbrushes, which are in here, with some yellow paint. All right. Pretty sure you can make some plate blocks, so it won't be like super challenging. Yeah, won't be super challenging to get more of it. It's not like I have to go find a bunch more sky islands or anything. Okay, so here's the desert. A few things need to happen. First, prickly pear. First, I need to even it out. It's gonna go on this side. There we go. probably at about this height. So first things first, I just need to even all of this out down to this height. So now that's evened out. So now, what I want to do is lay down let me get rid of that first. There we go. First I'm going to put down torches, just so that I can see better. Torches have nothing to do with the build, they're solely for light. Then I'm going to lay down a bunch of sandstone brick. A really long line of it. This would definitely be easier if it were not at nighttime. Whole bunch of sandstone brick. Pretty much all the way from one end to the other. And then matching it with smooth sandstone underneath to create the same foundation look that I went for in the other house. Which I actually probably need to fix on the bottom floor so that it looks more like a foundation. But here we're going for that foundation look. So it's sandstone brick followed by smooth sandstone. And then I'll finish it up on the outside here. And then taking the sandstone, probably the sandstone brick. We're going to do just like that. Go over, let's see, I want the rooms to be 11, okay. So going over to here, and then to here. There's so many of these guys spawning right now. I don't know why. Lay the sandstone brick all the way through here. And then like so. And then I want the same thing right here. Just like that. And then on this side, same length and everything, so do something like this. Room is 11, 12 right here. Room is 11. Oh, so that was the perfect length. Awesome. Just like that. And then that was one too high, actually. And then just like this, fill out the rest. creating this nice little... Obviously these are going to look very boxy, but that's fairly intentional. Then I want each of the rooms to have this little slightly rounded look to them. So I'm doing it just like this to add these corners in, make them look almost rounded. Not quite, but almost. And then here is what the leaves are for. So I put them on just like this. 2, 2. And then using the paintbrush, I can hit them with, not green, yellow, with yellow paint. May actually have to be deep yellow. I'll come back and fix that if I need to. Certainly don't want them to look that weird color. But regardless, they'll be yellow so they look almost like hay roofs, or straw roofs of some sort. And then the final touch would be decorating this house. I actually want some sandstorm platforms here. Let's see, I've never actually made any form of never made any form of like rope bridge before, so we're gonna see how that goes. Because that's what I'm going to be attempting to make here. So I need kind of a base there, and then with rope I want to do kind of like that, I think. Maybe something like that. Attach it up here. Certainly not bad for a start. These would have to be stairs, which I think I'm gonna try it. Like this. Okay. And then I'd be able to turn those into stairs, I believe. If I just grab a hammer here. Stair, 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 stair. Which means you should be able to run across this rope bridge with no issue. Perfect. And you can also jump up onto it from the middle. Which is exactly what I was going for there. So then the finishing touches I can actually go ahead and make, I think, because it's sandstone. Yep. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 doors, 7 tables, 14 chairs, I need a bunch of sandstone brick wall, a bunch of smooth sandstone wall, but then I also want a handful of lanterns. Do 5 lanterns, 3 lamps, and just see where that gets us. Okay, doors first. Obviously all the outside doors need to be on the outside. Inside doors need to be over here. I'm gonna have them facing towards the center, so. Like so. The tables, there should be an exact center, which I think is right there. I guess I could use the measure 4 and 4, 4, which means it needs to go here. And, oh well, 4 to the, if I measure correctly, that is. There we go. Because it's 4 to the wall, it's not 4 to the door. That's why some of them look a little bit off center. Perfect. I think that torch needs to go because it needs to go right here. Perfect. And then I can take away the workbench and put another one right there. Now as for the chairs, I just need to go across and put 2 chairs in each room, just like this. So that they're up against the table. Okay. I'm going to remove all the torches for now. Like so. And then, similar to what we did with the other house, the first step is going to be to line the floor here with the sandstone brick wall. But then I think here we're also going to bring it up and across here. And then the rest becomes smooth sandstone. So it creates a little bit more of a frame, less of just a less of just like a line near the ground. Pull this all the way across. up here, across, down, up, across, down, and then hopefully I have enough to finish. Just barely enough. Good. And then I fill in any of the extras, just like so. I also broke one of the sandstone brick walls right there. Okay. Then, finally, how do you make desert torch? Hardened sand block? Okay. I'll come back to that. For now, I want some of the lamps here. And the lanterns. Ooh, actually maybe all of them are lanterns. Just hanging above the table like that. That looks pretty good. I think I'm going to stick with that. Those were candles. Where's the lantern? Lantern. There we go. Alright. Well, I think that'll do it for this episode. We cleaned up this village quite a lot, and we're able to create a whole new village over here. So, oh, zombie proof. Gonna have to zombie proof the inside and the outside because they could fall through here. Just like that. Ooh, that makes it not able to open. Okay. Well, we'll just hope that they can't navigate the platform stair then. Alright, that'll do it for this episode. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.